back warm up, and then we'll do some other things, but we'll go with, and so you can go like from your fists if you want, but I do want to get a couple of hip circles here. Yeah. And then you can do the same thing on the other side. And then you can stay on the fist on one side, and you're going to kind of just like reach under, stretching through your mid back. And then you'll do the same thing on the other side. And then you're going to come up, and I'll face this way so you can see you'll go one leg out, and you're just going to reach over and then pull down, and reach over and pull down. Let me tilt this up a little bit. Yeah. And then you're going to stay in this position, but then you're going to sit back and then come up. So you're trying to kind of just drop your hips to the floor rather than leaning forward. So kind of just try to keep your chest up, sit back, feel the inner thigh a little bit. Good. And then you're going to bring that leg forward, and you're going to tuck your tailbone under so that you feel the back leg there. And same thing, you're going to reach over, pull down. So you should feel it stretching in there. We'll go one more. Good. And then before we switch to the other side, you're going to go back to the fist for some cat cow, and we're going to try to incorporate pelvic floor with this. So as you arch up, you're going to lift your pelvic floor, and then as you drop down, you're going to let it relax. And then exhale, lift, and then inhale, relax. Good. We'll go one more. And then we'll come up with the other leg out, and same thing, reach over and pull down. And then same thing, you'll sit back here, feel it stretch in the inner thigh, and then come up. Good, and we'll go two more like that. And then I'm going to have you again go into that kneeling position, tuck your tailbone under, and then reach over and back down. So feeling your right leg hip flexor. Good. And then lastly, I'm just going to have you kneel with both legs, and you're going to go in and out, opening up your chest and shoulders. And then you're going to let your arms hang and go side to side. And then from here, we're going to come to a stand, and then I'm going to have you grab your ball and have a seat on your couch. And we're going to start with abs and pelvic floor with like a 2 to 3 second contraction, and then you relax. So you're going to squeeze the ball in with lifting your pelvic floor and then relax. So it's almost like 3, 2, 1 with the lift and then relax. So that slow lift of pelvic floor towards your belly button, abs will tighten a little bit and then relax. Yeah. Just gonna come a little closer. Oh, good. Yeah. And are you still feeling like pelvic floor is engaged? Yeah, it's a little harder in that position. Yeah, you almost just want to think of just like hugging a tampon with the muscles, just like a strong, slow contraction. We'll go one more there. And then we're gonna go into those hip rotations. So with one leg lifting up and down. Yep. And only go as far as you can go without feeling like you're leaning or straining. And you don't really need to put too much pressure into the ball, just a little bit to hold the position. Yes, good. And we'll go 3 more and then switch to the other side. Good. And we'll go 2 more there, and then we're gonna go back to the pelvic floor, this time with the really quick contractions. So you're gonna squeeze, 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 and every time you squeeze, that quick kind of closing of the pelvic floor, like you're trying to stop passing gas or something, that quick lift. Good, and we'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you're just gonna take the ball and you're gonna exhale, engage the abs with a little pressure into the ball. Inhale, relax. Exhale, engage. Inhale, relax. So trying to draw your belly button in and lift a little bit. We'll do just 2 more there. Good, and then you can set that down and you're gonna cross one leg over and we'll go into that kind of moving glute stretch where you're just gonna sort of lean a little bit, keeping your chest up, and then slowly come back up. And then a little bit of a lean and slowly come back up. Good. We'll go 2 more on that side. All right, and then we'll switch to the other leg. Same thing, little lean and back up. Good. How's that feeling for you these days? Yeah. And then lastly, I'm just gonna have you take a wide stance with your feet and you're just gonna kind of support your arms and just let your head hang a little bit. So just stretching through your neck. And you can kind of go side to side, like ear to shoulder a little bit. And you can slowly roll up so that you don't get dizzy. And then I'm gonna have you grab 1 5-pound weight and you're gonna go down and you're gonna hold the weight at the ends. You're gonna go down into a lunge and then you're gonna exhale, inhale, and then come up. And then down, exhale, inhale, up. Yep. So on that exhale out, you'll get a little bit of abs, but you're also definitely getting the leg work. Yeah, good. We'll go 1 more there and then to the other side, or actually, no, not to the other side yet. You're gonna go, keep the same leg forward and you're gonna go into a row. Yeah, and really hinge your hips back so your chest is almost parallel to the ground. Yes, good. Does that feel okay? All right. So you're gonna go 5 more. Good, and then you can come up and you'll switch legs for the lunge. The same thing, you'll go down and then exhale, press, inhale back, and then stand. Exhale, inhale, stand. Perfect. Good. You're gonna go 2 more, and then we'll go to the row on the left arm. Good. Good. Keep breathing as you're rowing. Okay, and then before we do that again, we're gonna go back to the hip rotations again. So the seated. Yes, good. Does that cause any pain or anything? How did your knee feel during the lunge? Okay. You're gonna go one more and then the other side. It didn't cause any more pain, did it? Okay. Yeah. And it's when that leg is in front, when your left leg is in front. Okay. So let's go back to the lunge and we're gonna try to get, I mean, if it's causing you pain, I don't want to do it, but at the same time, I think, okay. So yeah, you'll really just try to keep the weight in your left heel, kind of sit back into your right leg even a little bit, and we'll do that same exact thing. Down, exhale, inhale. Yeah, and the more you kind of sit back, hopefully, and if you feel like you can't go as low, that's okay too. We'll go just one more there, and then we'll go to that row again. I'm going to Florida. Yeah, Florida and Dallas at the end of the month. Oh yeah, no, not Arizona. So I'm just doing like the weekend, like an extended weekend with my daughter for part of her spring break in Florida, and then I'm going to a conference in Dallas. Yeah. You're gonna go three more, and then we'll switch to the second set for the lunge on the other side. We're flying into Fort Lauderdale, but then we're gonna stay. I rented like an Airbnb in Hollywood, Florida, which isn't too far from Fort Lauderdale. I've actually never been there, but trying to just keep it super simple. It's like a 2-minute walk to the beach. We'll probably just do the pool, the beach a day. Hopefully the weather's good. I'm excited though, because it'll be like, it should be a pretty easy trip. You know, like the flight short, should be easy. Yeah, I know. It's like that makes a difference. All right, so we'll do the row now on that side. Because I originally wanted to, like, I don't know, I've been to Florida several times, so it's not like that exciting to me, but since it's like a short trip, I was like, oh, I just want it kind of simple. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that is tough. Yes, especially while being pregnant. You are right about that for sure. Yeah. But the pregnancy, yeah, that probably makes a huge difference. All right. So now I'm going to have you just stand and we're going to do a couple hip circles just because you're in that hinged position. And then you can go the other direction. And then I want to go into a deadlift. So let's go with your fives and also the band around your knees. And with this one, I'm going to have you just to kind of make use of the band. You're going to take a little bit wider stance than we normally do with this, but the movement is going to be very much the same. So leading through your hips. Yes, great. And you can kind of feel how the band causes a little bit more tension in the hips there. And just as you're lifting now, just because you're getting further along, make sure like you're exhaling as you come up. You might even do a little bit of a pelvic floor lift as you're coming up, just like very gentle. So you're kind of reaching with your upper body. Make sure it's still this like hinge and then up movement. So like really press your butt back, let your chest fall, and then stand, yeah. And then from there, you're gonna set the dumbbells down and you can kind of hold the edge of your table a little bit. You're gonna do glute lifts. Yes, and so your goal is to squeeze through the glutes without rocking the pelvis a ton. Good. How does that feel, okay? Yeah, these look good. We'll go 2 more and then the other side. Good, 2 more there. Good, yes, you're feeling that. And then I'm gonna have you just stand. You're gonna put like fingertips lightly behind your ears and you're just gonna go in and then squeeze back. So just like a chest and back opener. Yep. And try not to like move your whole body, really just keep it in that upper back, upper chest. Yep, as much as possible. And we'll go 4 more there. Good. And then let's go back to the deadlift, same thing. So again, really that hinging movement rather than the squat. So barely bend your knees, just like a little bit of bend so they don't lock. Yep, and you're exhaling, coming up with a little pelvic floor lifts. Little less of a squat. You're kind of squatting there. Yep, get that movement. Yeah, yep. We'll go 2 more like that. And then we'll go with the glute lifts again. Yes, good. And careful about swinging through the low back. Really just make it contract, relax through the glutes. Good. Yeah. And then let's go the other side, same thing. One more there. Good. And then we'll go 1 more of these. So kind of moving through both chest and back. Good. We'll go 3, 2, and 1. And so now with the bands, I'm going to have you go into a wide squat. You're not going to use dumbbells, but you're going to kind of pretend you have them. So you're going to pull down, press up, pull down, press up. So you want to kind of actively feel like your back contract so that you're getting a little bit of that contraction without the weight. And then obviously your legs are working. Let me know if your knee starts to get like worse. A little. What if you don't go down quite as low? Is that better if you don't go as low, or does it not make a difference? Okay. So we'll just do like kind of like mini ones, and you can kind of use the outsides of your heels to hit your bands a little bit more. Yeah. And we'll go 5 more there. Good. And then I'm gonna have you keep the band where it is. You're gonna have a seat on your couch. You might, to get a little more height, you might want to like sit on your yoga block if it feels too low. But you're gonna try to kind of slide your socks on the floor. So I'm on just lightly sliding, getting my hips using the band. So kind of try to keep your knee and ankle lined up so that you're not leading with your ankles and you're leading with your hips. But yeah, that looks good. Does that feel okay? Like pelvis area, low back is okay? Okay, good. We'll go a little bit high rep here so that you really feel it. Oh, you do? Let's go 2 more then. And then I'm gonna have you stand and you're gonna go little arm circles. So we're gonna get the shoulders a little bit, but again, without weight. And every time you come forward, kind of just like contracting through the shoulders. So did you get to swim a lot while you're in Arizona then? Yeah, just to kind of hang out. Yeah. All right, let's get our final set of squats in. So again, you don't have to go super low, and then we'll add the push and pull. So your shoulders will probably feel it a bit more this time. Yes. Good. We'll go 5 more. And then again, let's get the second round seated on your couch. Good. Good. We'll get 5 more. And then we'll do one last round of the arm circles. Good. We'll go 4. I was having you go the same way. It's fine. Yeah, we'll just go a few more. All right, and then you can take the band off. I want to do a little bit more with mobility. So I'm going to have you, and you can try it with a little bit of elevation, sitting on the yoga block again, back into that hip stretch. This time, rather than moving through it, you're going to just hold it. But sometimes it's easier if your hips are higher than your knees. But that looks pretty good. And try to relax through your shoulders and neck. Good, and then let's do the other side. And then I'm gonna have you stand and we're gonna go into big swaying. So I'm really pushing my hips side to side. Good. And then you're gonna pull your arms behind you and just open up through your chest and drop one ear to one shoulder and hold. And then same thing, other side. And then I'm gonna have you lightly kind of put one foot forward. You're gonna hinge back so you feel your hamstring stretch and just hold. And then same thing on the other side. And then lastly, just a few hip circles. And then same thing in the other direction. Good. All right. How are you feeling? Is that, well, I mean, I will say though, despite like it feeling harder and despite like the discomforts you have, like everything still looks so good. So I'm glad you're still putting the effort in to move because you're looking good. Yeah. But it will. Yeah. You're getting, yeah, the effort. It's like, I mean, well, yeah, you're carrying around this whole thing, not just like the weight of it, but just because it's all forward all the time. It's a lot of work just to stand up. But you look good. So ice your knee a few times today for sure. If you have time to do it now, that would be great. Okay. All right. I will see you soon. Bye.